our channel. Before we get started, please hit that like and subscribe button. You got it? Let's go. Okay, so if you read the title, you already know we're going to get right into it. It's just a quick video on how I install or reinstall my wigs under 30 minutes. As you can see, my nails is long, so I'm having a little bit of trouble cutting the cap, but that's okay, we're going to push through. After all that is cut off of the cap, I'm just going to clean up everything and make sure that it's to my liking. I have to make sure that on the front of the cap, it's not really like the white line, just so that it blends more with my forehead for that melted look. So you'll just see me cleaning up around the front of my cap, and then I'll clean up like the back of my cap too. So at this point, I'll just be using this Got2b glue spray just to get that white line off the front of the cap and make it blend. And then I'm going to use the alcohol to just clean up my forehead and get that excess spray off of my skin. Anytime you're dealing with lace or like your caps, you just want to always make sure you're being delicate because it can always roll back. So here I'm just using a fine tooth baby hair comb, to go ahead and just lay the edge of my cap down. And then I'm just going to use that to brush the baby hairs on my wig back so it doesn't get caught in the glue that I use. So everybody know when I get in ready, like at that point I realized it was good, like we were on the way to success. So now you see me just using my boho glue to go ahead and start my first layer. After I apply my glue, I always put it in a downward motion just to make sure my cap doesn't roll backwards. So you always want to make sure you're going downwards so your cap doesn't roll back. It also helps just to make sure that application of your glue, that layer, is flat, in my preference. So here you just see me tidying up on my ear tab. There, I just always make sure I put a little bit higher just to make sure that my, near your ear is sticking. And then you always want to make sure that your glue is drying clear before you apply your next layer. Otherwise, it's going to get chunky. And then you don't want no chunky glue on your forehead when you're trying to apply lace, because it's not going to be flat. Okay, boom. So at this point, we're just going to go ahead and put the unit on. And I'm going to lay it just a little bit in front of the glue, because I always like to mention that if you put your glue further down your frontal, it's going to be harder to clean up as opposed to if you just need to add a little bit of glue in the front. So always try to remember that. If you can, try your best not to put your glue further than your frontal, because it is going to be a mess. Do you hear me? Like, you just don't have to take it off, because you're going to start wiping it off. I did it before. You're going to start wiping it off. It's going to be cotton balls in your hair. It's just going to be a mess. So don't be me. Don't do it. Your frontal down, you're just gonna always want to make sure that it's flat. So I just like to part through, especially near my ears, just part through and just make sure that's flat and melted to the scalp and to that cap. If you notice me talking throughout the video, I'm probably going back and forth with my girlfriend because she always messing with me while I'm trying to put my wig on, calling me bald head and stuff. So just ignore me. Anyways, you just see me still laying that cap down, just making sure it's melted. I'm just using my nails right here instead of the comb because I just noticed they work just as effective for me. But I'll go back and forth between the two just to make sure that my cap is melted all the way down. And that is flush, because you don't want your cap not to be flat and it just be looking a hot mess. So I'm telling you, so you just want to make sure you get that real smooth to how you applied your glue. Don't judge me, y'all. Ain't no clips in the back of my wig, no cap. Say what you want, I cannot. I don't care what the wig does in the back. I just need this front to be flat. I cannot handle the clips. If y'all notice, I have a kitchen. It's because I don't do clips. So at that point, I realized my wig was fire. It's late. It's time to go. Period. Thanks. Hey. Period. Hey. And just when you was trying to be great, you know, somebody gotta always come in and steal my shine. Hold on, wait, it's the glow for me. Anyways, just like my girlfriend to come in here and get me distracted, I am now plucking my eyebrows. I believe that is a blackhead and I want to get it. That is not the focus of this video, but she takes me there. So back to the video, I'm just using my comb to make sure the cap is laid down and that it is melted to the glue. Because you don't want your funnel cap to be lifting up in the front. So I just use the Got To Be glue spray just to get those little edges at the very, very front of the funnel just to lay down. So she finally got tired of standing over me because I cannot work and talk. I'll be focused. I'm in the zone. So we just going back in with our metal rat tooth comb and we just laying that front down. Just want to make sure that it is flat. You don't want no lifting at all. Also, just wanted to make a correction from earlier in the video. I actually used Ghost Bond Supreme. You can get it at your local beauty supply. It's about $30. And I'm sure you can get that online as well. That's just my glue of preference. As I mentioned, my skin is a little bit more oily. So I just found that the Ghost Bond Supreme works well for me. But I do need to try FMOIG because I heard it's like the bomb. But I also heard like Erica J, she got some good lace glue, so I need to try that too. But anyhow, I'm just going back in with that comb again just to make sure that my lace is flat. Also, while I'm using my blow dryer, it's on a cool setting because you don't want it to be hot. It will make your glue dry white. So always make sure you're using that blow dryer on a cool setting while you're melting your lace. So for my mousse, I use ORS olive oil. I've been using it for a while. It's pretty good on wigs and it's good on natural hair. In high school, I used to use it on wraps. So it's always been a go-to for me. So I just use that to go ahead and lay down my baby hairs with my edge brush. And at this point, I believe I am running behind. But we just gonna go ahead and lay down those baby hairs and get those molded how we want them to be. reinstall, y'all. We is just getting them baby hairs touched up in order. I did take my razor just to cut them a little bit because they were a little bit too long for me to get them how I needed to lay. So I did cut it just a little bit. So once we get all those baby hairs in place, I am just going to take my black wrap scarf and wrap that around my edges. Once we do this and that's completed, that frontal is going to be laid, it's going to be melting into the scalp, it's going to be popping, you know, it's going to be giving scalp, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to go ahead and tie that down. I'm going to also go ahead and take my blow dryer and just dry it a little bit more. I just like to be safe and have everything perfect. So now we play the waiting game while we just let this dry. Please do not forget, always dry on a cold setting. So at this point, our lace is dry and I am making messes. I'm trying to get ready to go out. I'm in a hurry, but that's okay. We're gonna get it together just like this front. So I'm just gonna clean up that excess little glue. Fix that little baby hair in the front. Brush her out. And bam. It's to do. She's ready to go outside. She's ready to pop out. It's giving very much 90s babe. Natural fresh perm. She's giving. Okay, fake smile, we're winning, period. Lace wear. If you watched this video, I appreciate you so much. Go ahead and make sure you like, subscribe, comment. Tell me if I missed anything. Tell me what you liked, what you didn't like, what you want to know, what you don't want to know. If you want a detailed video, let me know in the comments. I appreciate y'all. See y'all.